Let's address this directly. One of the biggest myths in COPD is that feeling breathless means that your lungs are damaged. That belief is limiting progress more than the disease itself. Today, we are going to correct that. You'll understand what safe exertion actually is, how to use the Borg scale correctly, and what real red flags look like, and how to apply the 3-zone breath framework with control. This is not about pushing recklessly, this is about training intelligently. The overexertion myth. In COPD, breathlessness does not automatically mean harm. Your lungs have airflow limitation, air trapping, hyperinflation, reduced expiratory flow. So when you move, your breathing increases. That is physiology, not danger. Here's the truth. Deconditioning is more dangerous than moderate breathlessness. When you avoid activity, your muscles weaken, your oxygen efficiency drops, your anxiety rises, your tolerance shrinks. Avoidance reduces capacity. Strategic exposure builds it. We train what we can improve, and you can improve more than what you think. The Borg scale is created for breathlessness 1 to 10. This is your calibration tool, not guesswork, not emotion, measurement. The Borg scale runs from 1 to 10. Here we go. 1 to 2, very lightly minimal breath change. 3 to 4, mild to moderate breathlessness. You can speak in full sentences. 5 to 6, moderate to somewhat hard talking becomes shorter with shorter phrases. 7 to 8, hard. Conversation becomes difficult. 9 to 10, very hard to maximal, not sustainable. In pulmonary rehabilitation, your working range is typically between a Borg scale of 3 to 6. That range is safe, that range stimulates adaptation, and that range builds confidence. If you never rise above 2, you're never going to start training, and if you rise above 8, you're not really pacing yourself. We want to operate in the middle, the effective range. Real red flags in COPD? Well, let's separate discomfort from danger. Stop exercise if you have these following: chest pain or pressure in the chest, dizziness or fainting, new confusion, oxygen saturation dropping below your prescribed safety level, severe breathlessness that doesn't improve after a few minutes of rest, blue lips or fingertips, a racing or irregular heartbeat that feels unstable. Those are red flags. That is physiology asking for evaluation, but normal training sensations are a little bit different. Those normal training sensations are faster breathing, increased heart rate, warm muscles, moderate breathlessness that improves after rest. That is adaptation. We don't want to confuse effort with emergency. The 3-zone breath framework. This is your decision system. Green zone, Borg scale, 1 to 3. You feel steady, in control, comfortable conversation. This is warm up and recovery zone. Yellow zone, this is a money zone. Borg scale 4 to 6, breathing is heavier, speech shortens, you feel challenged but stable. This is where the progress happens. The red zone, a Borg scale of 7 and above, with loss of control, panic sensation, inability to recover within 2 to 3 minutes, and experiencing red flag symptoms. This is when we stop and reset. The goal is not to avoid yellow, the goal is to master yellow. When we can stay calm and moderate breathlessness, you break the fear cycle. That is rehabilitation. COPD creates mechanical physiological limits, but it does not eliminate your ability to improve. Overexertion is not defined by sensation and feelings alone. It is defined by instability. When you understand your Borg scale ranges, recognize true red flags, and operate inside the 3-zone breath system, you move from fear to control to performance. You are not fragile, you are trainable. And when you train intelligently, you reclaim ground. You do not guess, you do not measure, you do not calibrate, we progress. That is how you rise, and that is how you breathe. And that is what we teach at Pulmonary Performance Lab.